Good morning. My name is Amelia Lee here with you on this Tuesday, February 4th, and it is 6:29. We are 30 seconds away from 6:30 this morning. It's also time to check in with meteorologist Megan Dusmal. Megan, we have been talking about these warmer temps, very unexpected maybe for this time of year, but I, for one, have been loving it. I don't even have to wear my coat, and I am hoping that you can give me good news and tell me I can put it away.
Somewhat. You can keep it away for the next couple of hours, but temperatures unfortunately will be dropping today. Now the good news is you will be able to have a couple of days this week that are warmer once more, but you might need to opt for a rain jacket because on those warmer days we do have those rain chances. Let's talk about rain this morning though. Satellite and radar is nice and clear, but we do have some clouds in the area and maybe a drizzle or two as you're heading towards Harlan County this morning, although very light. Current temperatures quite warm. Look at that, 50s. Some places in the 60s even this morning. So yes, this morning is one of those days where you can walk out and you don't need your jacket. But make sure you have it handy because those temperatures will be dropping. We'll be looking in the low 50s by the time 1 o'clock crawls around, and by about the 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock hour when we normally see our high temperatures of the day, we'll be looking in the low to mid 50s, continuing to see those temperatures drop overnight until we get to the upper 30s. Amelia.
Thank you, Megan. Well, one person is dead and 2 others injured after an apartment fire in Logan County, West Virginia. The Logan fire chief says the fire at the apartment building was going at full force, and the flames lit up the sky yesterday morning. The chief says the flames were so intense they could not go outside and use a defensive strategy, battling the fire from the outside. He says a couple of propane heaters exploded, making their job even more difficult.
I was telling the gentleman earlier, there's nothing safe about what we do. There's nothing easy about what we do. So we overcome the challenges and do the best we can.
The 2 injured remain in the hospital. One person is dead and another facing charges after a hit and run in Perry County. Deputies with the sheriff's office responded to the incident Sunday on Highway 15 near the Perry-Breathitt line. 53-year-old Herschel Mullins was hit and died shortly after. Deputies later tracked down 48-year-old Ulf Timothy Noyes of Busy. He faces several charges, including manslaughter. A body pulled from the Ohio River yesterday morning has been identified as a missing Johnson County man. David Blevins Jr. was last seen near the Tug Fork River while running from deputies back in December. First responders spent days looking for him. More than a month later, his body was pulled from the Ohio River around 9:30 on Monday morning. The Mason County coroner confirmed Blevins' identity. The Laurel County Sheriff needs your help identifying a person of interest in a lawnmower theft. Deputies say 2 mowers were stolen overnight Monday from a business in southern Laurel County. From the surveillance photo you can see on your screen right now, the person is a white man with short hair wearing a purple t-shirt and jeans. If you recognize him or have any information about the theft, you are asked to call the Laurel County Sheriff's Department at 606-864-6600. 2 Wolfe County men were sentenced in separate cases related to sex crimes. 40-year-old Robert Dunn received 30 years in prison. Dunn pleaded guilty to 2 counts each of incest, second-degree rape, and first-degree sodomy. 37-year-old Billy Thorpe received 20 years in prison. He pleaded guilty to 1 count of first-degree sodomy and incest. Both Dunn and Thorpe will be lifetime registrants on the Kentucky Sex Offender Registry. The second part of the General Assembly session is about to start. Lawmakers will gavel in today for the final 26 days of this year's 30-day session. Income tax issues are among the bills to be considered. Once again, Republicans possess the majority in the session. They will set the tone for laws heard before committees, then onto the House and Senate floors. But there are a number of issues both Democratic leadership and Republican leadership agree on.
I think that as we've seen with some of our natural disasters that there is a lot of room for improvement in FEMA. I'm not sure we could do it all on our own, but I think that there are some things that the states are restricted on when it comes to that program as well as others.
The session is set to end on March 28th. As senators are set to return to Frankfort, some are starting new roles or are being appointed to their old positions in committees. I was able to speak with Senator Brandon Smith of Hazard about his hope for the future of the coal industry and energy in eastern Kentucky. Senator Brandon Smith is the chairman of the Department of Natural Resources. He was also reappointed to serve on the Energy and Environment Committee of the Council of State Governments Southern Office.
To specifically address energy operations in the states, regulations in the state, success in the state, and utilities, costs, rates.
In his continued role in the committee, Senator Smith will work alongside senators in the southern states, a 15-person team. He tells me they'll focus on energy policy, environmental sustainability, as well as regulatory challenges that continue to affect people right here in eastern Kentucky. Smith says one of those challenges is continued tensions regarding the coal industry.
But now we're at a point where we have vast resources here. We've got some great companies left. We have some extremely talented people, and I think this administration should give us the chance to open up these regulations and put these coal miners back to work.
The Kentucky Energy and Environment Cabinet's quarterly coal dashboard shows that in Q3 of 2024, there was a roughly minus 15% year-over-year change in coal production in eastern Kentucky. Smith says he knows coal is a non-renewable resource, but he says it should still be used to power our country, which could lead to the use of renewable resources.
So the future of energy is going to be beyond what most people can imagine, and but we need to be the ones leading the edge. We need to be out front. This is an energy producing region, so as being from here, being on this committee, I think is very fitting because all of us here, we know coal.
Smith will serve on the committee for the next 2 years. WYMT did reach out to the Secretary of the Kentucky Energy and Environment Cabinet, which includes the Department for Natural Resources. In regards to the future of the coal industry in eastern Kentucky, we have not yet heard back. In Rowan County, the county clerk is reminding folks to check their vehicle registration or vehicle decals for expiration dates. Vehicle registration reminder cards did not go out for the month of January until yesterday. You do not need the card to renew. You can renew online at rowan.countyclerk.us or in person. If you have questions, you can call the county clerk. A study on heart and lung health arrived at the Perry County Park yesterday on wheels. Studies show that residents of rural areas live shorter and less healthy lives than those in other areas of the states. This study is aiming to learn which factors increase the risks and why some communities may be more prone than others. They're calling on people in Perry and Breathitt counties to be a part of this study.
We're hoping over the next 8 months that we can get people in here and scheduled to do this exam and to participate in this research study.
Participants will be filling out health surveys and participating in health screenings to evaluate heart health and lung function. To be a part of this study, you can go to theruralstudy.org. They also plan on mailing out interest forms to both Breathitt and Perry County households. Officials with Shaping Our Appalachian Region are preparing to host a healthcare career fair later this month. The 2025 Healthcare Career Pathway Fair will be from 9 until 2 on February 26th at the Appalachian Wireless Arena in Pikeville. In a release, organizers say the fair provides an opportunity for students to engage with healthcare facilities and training providers, ranging from workforce programs to colleges and universities. First Lady Brittany Bashir and Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman are encouraging you to shop and share. Shop and Share is an initiative to support survivors of domestic violence. It's a one-day donation drive where you can shop at participating local grocery stores and share an item with a local domestic violence program. It's happening from 9 until 5 on Saturday. Since 2008, the event has raised more than $5 million. Rail Explorers is joining the Bourbon Trail in Kentucky as an official partner. The popular rail bike attraction offers a unique tour through the Commonwealth and now joins a lineup of hotels, restaurants, bars, and other businesses, enhancing visitors' experiences on the Bourbon Trail. Rail Explorers kicks off its 3rd season in Versailles on March 29th. Tour reservations are now open.
This morning temperatures seem quite nice. Don't be fooled though. We will see those temperatures drop as we're going through the next couple hours. But as you're heading out the door this morning, here's what you can expect. We are looking in the 50s for most of the area, mid 50s as you're traveling towards Hazard, upper 50s for Jackson, Prestonsburg, Pikeville. Again, looking at the mid 50s as we're traveling more toward those Virginia counties, Wise and Jonesville, 54 degrees. But take a look as you're heading to Harlan in the 60s this morning. Now again, those temperatures will be dropping as we're going through the next couple days. Satellite and radar is nice and clear, and as you're heading off to the bus stop, here's what you can expect. Mid to upper 50s on the way to school and low 50s as you're heading home. Stay with us. More mountain news and weather is on the way.